Time the fuck out. I didn't even get started on what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Bro, that movie was crazy.
Crazy, Frankie. Yeah.
I was like, what are specials tonight?
That sounds good. I'll have that.
Hey everybody, Specialists in Nothing, back at you again, talking about everything specializing in nothing. My name is Frank, and as always, Danny and Joe. You guys want to say what's up?
What's up? What's up? What's going on?
What do you want to know?
Welcome
back.
I'm eating all my kids' Halloween candy right now.
Yeah, too much candy.
Kids Halloween candy right now?
I'm
Hey,
actually
hello.
opening up
How
a
are
fun
you?
dip as we speak.
Oh, Fun Dip is so good. I'd be tight though if you were like if you were
Frank.
my parents started eating that
Frank,
shit, I'd be tight.
Danny, Frank. Remember this right now. What is this? 30 seconds in? What's the mark? Timestamp me now. 5 seconds ago. Timestamp me. 10 seconds ago now. Timestamp me. Hurry up.
Go ahead. Did
Clip
you not
it.
say what's
Send it
up?
to me.
Did you
Clip
not say
it
what's
and
up?
send it to me. Clip it and send it to me. If you
Who
need
did
to
it?
end the episode now to see what I'm talking about, do it because it's great.
Did Danny do it or did I do it?
I did it.
I
All I'm
don't
gonna
even know
say.
what the fuck you're talking about.
He's talking about that he got interrupted.
Timestamp me 45 seconds ago.
He's definitely talking about that he got interrupted, but I'm
He
curious
got
what
cut
he
off.
did.
Nope. I'll tell you straight up, it wasn't even that.
Are you mad? Are you mad at us? What's going on, man?
Something
mad, bro.
really fucking cool that I did.
All right, cool. Did you fucking shit yourself or something before? We told you to go before we recorded. I don't know, man. Well, did you hear? Did you hear?
Did you hear?
Did you hear? So
Anything
this
that's
happened a
going
little
on,
while
please?
back.
Oh, you literally turned our actual conversation into some gay intro
Yeah.
to the episode.
I knew what he was doing there. You didn't know what he was doing. As soon as he said, "Did you hear?" I was
That
like,
wasn't
oh,
on
I know he's doing
purpose. Danny did that on his fucking own.
Did you hear that Joe shit himself
Corny.
45 seconds into the stamp show?
So corny.
it. I mean, I'm all for corny jokes. Ever since about
Joking.
4 years ago, something in my life changed, and I started wearing like
But did you hear?
jean
Did I hear
shorts and
what?
New Balance shoes, and I liked corny jokes.
He's a dad now. He likes dad jokes. What are you gonna do? You can't knock the hustle. He's got New Balance all day, every day.
I actually really don't.
Do
But
you
I don't
rock?
mind them.
Oh, was
No,
gonna
I
say,
mean I would. I just don't have a
Balance?
pair. But I don't
You
mind
got
them.
no, but
But
you
I
got
do
one
wear
of
the
those-
shorts all the time. I have like those kind of dad cargo shorts I wear. 'em
You
all
got
the
one of
time.
those aprons that says "Kiss the Chef."
No, my
Fucking
apron
loser.
actually
Yeah, you
has a
do.
bunch of different animals on it, and it like
Loser.
describes each parts of the animal, like the pig, the cow, the
Oh,
chicken.
each one that you're describing as you
Like-
cook it.
No, like it shows like
Like a
chicken,
flank
and then
steak, a
it like
shoulder.
has all the body parts broken down, and then it shows like a cow, and yeah, it shows like all the different parts, and like the loin and the this and the chop and the. It's cool.
You're a loin.
So, what's the first one you want to go off of? I mean, we didn't even have to go in order. What's your favorite thing off of the Did You Hear? Because there's a lot of stuff going on right now that's trending in. I don't know if you would call it necessarily pop culture or just trending news. I don't know what.
Let's get this out the way because I told you before I fucking can't stand these two. But Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson were
Danny just wants to
seen.
get it out of the way.
I couldn't fucking
He
stand
brought
it. They're
up.
on Staten Island.
Why?
They're like,
He's so
I'm gonna
hilarious.
fucking-" He's not funny, bro. They
Oh,
saw
he
him.
is funny.
What's funny about him besides him
He's-
funny looking? I don't like him
No,
at all.
He's so
I
funny,
think he's
dude.
a douche.
Him and his. First of all, King of Staten Island.
What
was
did he
great.
say about you, Danny? What did he say that
He's just a
hurt your
cocksucker.
feelings?
I don't know. I don't like him.
No, he said earlier that like, oh, he just talks so much shit on Staten Island and how it's so. Everyone that's from Staten Island talks shit about Staten
I
Island.
fucking hate
Me
Staten
too.
Island.
It's a garbage dump.
But-
Fucking,
But I live here and I manage, and it's
but
okay.
nobody comes here if they don't live here. It's not a place.
But you fucking hate it, right?
Listen,
It's
the
just-
bottom line is, yeah.
that's
if
the
you're-
relationship with it.
If you're not
And
from
if
here,
you're not a
there's
real
no
Staten
reason to
Island,
be
if you
coming
love
here.
Staten Island, you're not from here.
No, but he is funny. I have to give him that. He's funny. King of Staten Island was awesome.
You're probably from Brooklyn on Avenue X.
I I don't know, man. Something about his style. Look, first of all, wait.
His
This
career is
why I
going
don't
to
like
change
him.
right now.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why I don't like him. Number one, I get it. You want to shit on Staten Island, shit on Staten Island. Everybody shits on Staten Island. But I don't want people to idolize this guy because they think, oh, he's from Staten Island, he shits on Staten Island. That's why he's famous, because he was on SNL, he made a fucking joke. All right, calm the fuck down. That's why most people know him, because he shits on Staten Island. Number one. Number two, and this is the main reason, which should have been number one, is that he constantly makes jokes about dead firefighters and 9/11. And I think that's why I really fucking can't stand him. Because his dad was a firefighter and he died.
There's been several things about it.
But not
then
even
tell
that.
us some of them. Regardless of what the reasons are, I just don't think that that's something you talk about.
You have to take your personal feelings out of any joke. You have to take your personal feelings out of any joke. You're adding your personal feelings because of how your relationship to the fire department. I don't like
him. That's a personal thing.
But I'm just saying, as a comedian, to
talk
talk about something.
The only one that hates him because of that, so
no, but I'm saying, but as someone that's like, there's a lot of comedians that talk about things that people like the whole Dave Chappelle thing right now.
Like Richard Pryor talked about smoking crack.
That doesn't mean that he's not funny. You know what I mean? So same thing. Taking your personal perspective out of it doesn't mean necessarily those jokes you're talking about that he said about firefighters weren't funny. It's just because of your personal feelings that you felt that way. Now, that doesn't validate that to say why you don't think that's not funny, that it can't be funny to you. That's fine. But he is still hilarious.
You're going to use the word hilarious.
Yes, he's hilarious.
You won't say funny or comical. You're going to say hilarious.
Yes.
Bro,
I think
really
Eddie
funny.
Murphy is hilarious.
He's really
I don't think
funny.
Pete Davidson is hilarious.
I do.
I don't even like saying this fucking guy's name.
Bro, he's fucking Kim K now. His career has changed.
He's not fucking Kim K. Don't say it. You
Kim
don't
K.
know that. You think
Kim
he's
K.
fucking Kim K.
Bro, they were not afraid to get affectionate in New York. She is not
in
someone
New York.
That just gets affected.
Okay.
Wait, she is not someone that's from here.
On Highland Boulevard.
Yeah, but then they went to some really big show afterwards.
But she don't live out here, number one. Number two, with her kids and just the recent breakup and the divorce and this, blah, blah, blah. She's not someone that just does that all the time with people anymore. Like, she had the whole sex tape thing and whatever, and then that was really it.
A lot of close people to her said that they're really just friends, like really good friends. But she does really like the way he always makes her laugh when she's around.
Well, according to Frank,
just like any girl, man.
I mean, it's not just according to me. A lot of people, he's a famous comedian, Danny. But not even that. Combine that with her liking him, it's starting out as a public friendship to the public or whatever, and that's what they want to say right now.
Let me ask you something real quick.
The other thing that people know about him is that he's stacked. That's it. Like she's hitting that 100%.
Right, bro. Let me tell you, just the fact that just because Kim K went to a fucking restaurant with this kid, bro, it blew his status up. Just that. No, it don't mean it's fucking, but like, dude, he threw his name into a stratosphere he wasn't even ready for yet, I think. Do you know how many people follow that girl's daily life everywhere, on every social media, on TV, on shows, on websites, on everything, dude? Like, she's on another level of everything.
I get that, and it's easy to pass it off.
And now his name's attached with it. You saw it happen with him and Ariana
say they're friends because they've had a lot of encounters between SNL and stuff like that, to where they've had meetups. So they probably could have been friends and this and that. But
just because, all right,
why?
Well, go ahead.
You're gonna run to your single friend that's the comedian and this and that in New York when you're just coming out of a marriage. Like, to me, it kind of seems like it could be a beneficial thing.
Maybe.
For both of them, obviously, because again, like I said, his career has obviously changed regardless.
Here we go, right back to the conspiracy theory side of ourselves.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
She could be sleeping with him. She could be sleeping
with him. Bro, that's not a conspiracy theory.
The science lead to it.
He doesn't know what the word conspiracy means. Oh, man.
You guys can't fucking help yourselves, man. Bro, you turn everything into it.
Bro, sit down.
I'm blowing you up. I'm blowing your spot up.
Joe,
honestly, you need to hit the played yourself button right now, because you don't know what the word conspiracy means.
You know where I'm going with this. I don't need to know.
I don't at all.
You have no idea. You said the wrong thing at the wrong time, brother.
Oh my god. All I said was his career's changed. He's gonna be a lot more popular now. That's all
Here's-
I bet. How
here's
is
my
that a
question.
conspiracy theory?
Here's my question. If
No, we're talking about the sex part. Them having sex, Frank, obviously.
Me
Why
thinking
do
they're
you-
having sex isn't a conspiracy theory. That's just me being a person thinking that they're fucking.
No, you straight up
He's
said,
known
oh,
for
they're
having a big
fucking.
dick. Yeah,
yeah,
so
she's known
what?
for having
That's
big
my
ass and
thought.
tits, but does that mean that they're fucking? If one of us was out with a girl who's got a big ass and tits and a pretty face, people are like,
See,
nah, they ain't
You
fucking.
can see
But I
if a
mean,
girl
with a
has
good
a big
time.
ass and big tits in public by her still having her clothes on. You don't know if a guy has a big dick. That's a
But
word
just
of mouth
because you're
thing that
out
a
with
lot
that
of women
person,
say about him.
But just because you're out with that person doesn't mean that you're having sex.
I'm not saying that, but
You
all
are
the
saying
reports,
that.
I'm not saying what you just said. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but based on them, all the reports, like I know this isn't a great one, but TMZ and this and that, blah, blah, blah. They're all talking about how comfortable they were with each other. And like, again, how you're more comfortable with someone after you sleep with them.
Okay, let me ask you.
You just
Did
witnessed Frank firsthand
anybody
getting
see
poisoned
them
by the
kissing?
media.
Did anybody see them kissing?
Yes.
Who saw them
There's
kissing?
a lot of pictures on social media.
Show me a picture.
Look it up, bro.
I just
Who is
did.
that? Who is this kid, bro? He sounds like somebody I know.
Yo, no joke. I really believe it earlier when you were like, "Where did you live
Show
under
me
a
a
rock?"
picture.
Like, how do you not hear about all the stuff that we've
Bro,
been
I
talking
don't go
about
on
so
social
far?
media. I share our shit, and that's it. That's all I do. You know what I mean? Like real talk.
my
if you
God.
go to my
But
page,
he's the one
Honesty,
Isn't he the one that
Respect it.
told us there's gonna be no more Elf on a Shelf though?
well, that's something different. Yeah,
Fucking
well
kid.
because that's
We're
not
talking
even,
about a serious topic. He goes, Georgia is no longer doing Elf on itself.
It's not even New York news.
That's what
Like,
you
at least-
read in those
at least-
fucking weird story columns, bro, in the newspaper on like page 37.
Yeah, like at least Kim K and Pete Davidson have it in New York. Like he's like,
Motherfucker.
yeah, did you hear about this thing that happened like on the other side of the country?
You said relevant shit, so I figured this was relevant shit.
Oh my god, it's too funny.
They just
Guys,
banned Elf on the Shelf because people are getting like distressed and emotional about it. Kids are going to school thinking they murdered an elf because they lost their magic. So now there's no more Elf on the Shelf in Georgia. Whatever.
Man.
What I'm
That's
concerned though about this with this whole situation with these two is why did he come to Staten Island and
Because
have
he's
dinner
from
at
here,
the
bro. What do you
condo?
mean? He's got a
Yeah.
house here.
Bro,
He lives
I'm
here.
from here. I don't go on dates in Staten Island. You go to Manhattan. You go to New
That's not
Jersey. You
true.
go
I
to
go
better.
to
You want me
Staten
to?
Island
You
dates
want
all
me
the
to blow
time.
your shit up? You want me to blow your shit up?
I would rather you not, but okay.
Bro, don't lie. You've gone on dates on Staten Island, and we all do. It's not. Sometimes it's just easier to be closer to home.
Fuck it. I can't argue with that because you're right. It's a lot easier to be closer to home, but still, I'd rather take that trip.
Right.
To go somewhere else.
Yes, of course.
You know?
Well, you're like
Mhm.
that. Like I said earlier, you go to like a concert once a month or something. Like I wish. I'm not joking. I wish I could. Like, because even before I had kids and stuff, like I don't do that much stuff. I don't. I just don't plan enough to do that much stuff. I'm more of a
Start
see. The
planning
thing is
shit,
though
bro.
is well, see that's the thing is I'm more of a spur of the moment kind of person. Like me and Karen will both have a day off and be like, "You want to go here today?" And she'll like, "Yeah," and we'll be like, "All right, cool." I'm not like a hey, in 2 months from now, this is going on. You want to go do this? Like, I'm not very into that. Like, you're the one that tells me, you're like, Bert Kreischer, you want to go? Or like, I don't really.
Yeah, because I plan shit. Because when I come to you, I'm like, yo, next week, can we do this? You're like, oh, bro, I can't.
Well, I don't
got
ever
this
know if
going
I'm going
on."
to be free because I have kids, so it's a different type of schedule. You know,
But if
like
you plan
I
ahead.
don't have like I have a dog, a cat, 2 kids, things I have to take care of if I'm out for like hours at a time that I have
I
to
gotta
make sure
feed
that
the
everything
pigeons
is taken-
outside that.
I'm saying I have to make sure that like my things are taken care of, that you don't have any of those things. So it's easy to be able to just pick up and go. Like this is one thing I was just talking about actually recently because we're looking for a house. I was like, it's never been this hard for me to find a house. But yeah, it's because I have so many filters now that like it used to be just me by myself. I could find anything. Now it's like, oh, I have to have certain specifications that like I need because of my family and stuff. So it makes it more difficult. So I'm more of a spur of the moment person now. But I like it that way. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, you're a spur of the moment type of guy.
You know who
Joe,
else
would you
is a
rather
spur of the
plan or be
moment kinda
spur?
guy? Okay,
Who?
okay. No,
No, I was
gonna
just gonna ask is fuck
Go
you,
ahead.
go.
no, go ahead.
What?
Let him
Don't-
answer
I'm
that.
not
I'm not
saying
going
nothing. I'm not answering nothing.
All right,
I
so
was just gonna.
I plead the fifth.
oh my god, I'm just gonna say it. So you know who else is a fucking guy like that is Elon Musk. He's a very spur of the moment type of guy. wanted to.
Oh, do you
end
know him
world hunger and
personally?
all. No, I was saying that because of the whole end world hunger comment. It was a joke to get into the next.
So
thing.
what is that about? Because you brought this up the other day, and he said
Joe
on
brought it
one
up.
condition. Oh, Joe.
I didn't
He's
even know about
gonna.
this until Joe said it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. Elon Musk says he'll donate like what is it, 5,
6
6, 8, $10 billion towards world hunger under one specific condition. Don't
What is
ask
the
me what the
condition?
fucking condition is. I don't remember, man. Frank knows now because he looked it up.
This is cool.
No, I was saying I did not
Right?
actually read. The
It's
thing, but I
actually
have
a
it here.
serious subject, but like I didn't look into it. So,
So you just said something and didn't do any research about it to talk
bro,
about it.
we're talking about shit that we heard about. I fucking heard that Elon Musk was going to donate $6 billion under one condition. Didn't fucking.
Well, that's what the
flick
headline
my
says, but yeah,
bit
you'd have to read the thing.
that I wanted to go and read into it more.
Well, read into it. What does this motherfucker say? Is he gonna give me money or
It's
what's
him
going on?
and Jeff Bezos. Musk
Jeff
personally
Bezos.
would do $6 billion of Tesla shares. that
What's
he
their
would sell and
condition? I
make as a
forget what it
donation.
was, bro. Somebody said it.
I'm looking.
I think. Oh. He said that they were gonna sell the stock when it gets to a certain
He
point
was
or
gonna
something like that.
he was gonna sell $6 billion worth of Tesla shares to make a donation, and then he also had founder of Jeff Bezos. I don't know.
Bezos.
He was mentioned to be doing it with him also. I still don't see what the condition was.
I don't know. What was the condition? No idea. Cool.
Maybe he didn't give it yet because it does. It says it on the headline on one condition, and then the whole article. I don't see it here.
I don't know about.
Guy doesn't know how to use the internet.
Joe, teach us how to use the internet.
Please.
Let me do research mid-episode.
Yes, bliss. Yeah, I don't see it. But I mean, either way, that's just awesome. And he's working on some awesome things. Like I saw this TikTok of him walking around some factory with some other couple famous people talking about how like he could do like sustaining energy for the earth or whatever. I was talking about it last week. Like, dude, he's just amazing. He's an amazing person.
Elon Musk.
When you have money, bro, and you're actually,
but the stuff that he's
something.
like researching and getting into and stuff, like he's just amazing. The shit that he wants to do, awesome.
I really want to be part of SpaceX. I'll just throw that out there.
Me too.
I'll do it. I'll do
it. He wants the UN to convince him personally that his money would actually work. Like that $6 billion would actually help. How it would help.
Oh, so if they
which is actually pretty fucking legit, plan. Bro.
Yeah, if they basically came out with a business proposal, and said,
yeah,
this is
the UN. If he gets the whole fucking United Nations together and they said, "Hey, Elon Musk, you have the money to cure world hunger. This is what we'll do if you give us $6 billion."
Yeah, so if you can tell me how to budget the money into ending it, I will do it. Yeah, that is a good. Hey. Put it this way, if you had the money to do it, you want to make sure that you're doing it the right way and not wasting the fucking money so it doesn't just go to nothing. You know what I mean?
Here's a question. Do you think that the fucking government is going to actually pull through with their end of the deal?
Like, a lot of people are saying
just got to click a button and he transfers that money. And then what? The government's just going to be like, apparently, well, we thought it was going to be $6 billion, but now it's 12 trillion.
I'm sure
like,
he's
the
smart
government
enough.
Fucking takes a shit.
I'm sure he's smart enough to cover his own ass and either give them in stages, 20%, 50% at a time or whatever, or, you know, like have certain clauses in a contract or whatever it is. Like he's not stupid. He's a fucking genius.
Yeah, but now it's like it's his money that's curing world hunger. And how is it going to cure world hunger? That's what I'm concerned about. Because as of now, they have hotels and motels that have been like,
I don't know, but they said he's worth 300 billion. Again, like I said this earlier, we weren't recording, whatever. Do you know how much $1 billion is? That's over 999 million. That's a lot of fucking millions, bro. He has 300 billion. That's a lot. Like, people don't comprehend how much fucking coin that is, bro. That's a lot of fucking money.
So let's go back to that question you asked before. How
that's
much
like
money
5
do you
generations
think right now you can live off of?
Like how I am at 33 for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
50 million.
50 million, you think?
Give me
And
50
Joe?
million. I wouldn't have to work again or worry about making any more money, and I can like live comfortably however I wanted to for the rest of my life.
So that's it. You just got 50 million and it just depletes. You can't add more to it, is what I'm saying.
From now until I
You
die.
can't
yeah.
invest in stock. You just have this in your bank account.
Like you
and
can't
it's
make
just,
any more on it, just
Right.
only spend it. Yeah. I'd say 50 million would be able to like,
okay.
last
What do you
me.
think, Joe?
But oh, sorry, again.
Well, go ahead, Frank.
No, I was gonna say, but 300 billion, that's like his grandchildren's
crazy.
grandchildren's are gonna be okay, dude. Like that's insane. But yeah, Joe, what would you think? What would your number be?
117 million.
117
That's a very specific
million?
number.
That's his birthday.
Oh, okay.
That's my
Okay.
boy. I
like it.
bro.
Because earlier,
It's my
Danny's-
number, bro. It's my birthday.
Danny's got
I
the
use it
most
for
expensive lifestyle
everything.
out of all of us, so his
Bam.
would better be the highest.
I got no bills. No, legit.
No,
like,
but
to
you
not,
you do the most stuff. You travel the most.
I know.
You like
To
the
not-
nicest things. You would definitely be the most expensive out of all the three of us.
All right, so unrealistically, I'd say if I was given $1 billion, I wouldn't have to do shit. But like realistically, like $100 million, I think I'd be good for the rest of my life. I would,
Danny
because
need
I'm not.
double what I need.
No, but here's the thing. I don't want to. I'm not gonna get like a giant house with a helicopter and a private jet. But I would still do the shit like a normal person. I would get myself a regular house somewhere, maybe two,
Yeah.
and just live on that. I would live
Maybe
off the
two.
land. You know,
This is why
I
he
would do
needs
the
double
shit
what
that
I
I
would
want to
need.
do now, but
Danny's
with
gonna
money.
get into agriculture, have a farm.
Hell,
He's like, I
fucking
need a
yeah.
West Coast house and an East Coast house. Maybe one in Florida, one in Cali. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I
That's
I
right.
know, Danny. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't need that. Give me a fucking house in the woods in Montana, and I'm fucking good. Give me like a
Have
nice
you ever
big
been
mansion.
to Montana?
Yeah, you ever
It's
seen the fucking
cold.
mansions that are out there? Fucking
Yeah.
mad cheap, and they're
Yeah,
nice.
moose walking around and shit.
Good. Let me kill that moose before
Mises.
winter.
Oh, man, I'm living.
Is it moose or
bro.
mises when there's more than
It's
one
moose.
moose?
No matter
It's-
what, it's moose.
But same thing like goose and geese,
Oh my god.
right?
Oh
It's
my
like
goodness.
Thanos and Thanos, bro.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay. Thank you for
Okay,
clearing
does
that
that
up,
make
Joe.
sense to you?
I feel
or
like
no,
I'm
bro?
talking to the Island Boys right now.
Island boys.
I'm not even gonna give these guys any fucking.
Oh,
I don't know shit about.
I won't
that.
even
No.
give them one fucking. Listener.
I agree with that. I agree with that, and not even wanted to give them the time on our like thing to talk about them. But the reason that I like it and want to, Chris D'Elia had me dying, and they've been like ranting on him, like how you make
Yeah.
fun of these like 20-year-old kids and like blah blah blah. You're a full grown man, and he's like, hey, didn't we agree this shit sucks? I was fucking dying. He's hysterical, bro, and that was the only
Yeah,
reason I wanted
bro.
to bring that up because I thought like his whole
So,
skit on that was
wait,
funny.
Tell me the whole deal with this, because I just know the
They're just
Island
two
boys.
rich kids that
No,
live in
they're
fucking Miami or somewhere in Florida. They got tattoos and like I forgot their fucking
Weird
names,
fucking hair.
But they got
have
it
like
looks like dicks are coming out of their head. I swear to God, it's like dreads,
like
like
Rick
thick dreads.
from Rick and Morty. It's kind of has like
Yeah.
that style of
Instead
hair.
of spikes, though, it's like fat dreads. It looks like fat black cocks coming out of their fucking head. I swear to God, it
They're
does.
famous for it. So
And
wait,
yeah.
now they had like a really whack freestyle that they sent on TikTok and it just
So
went
they
viral.
actually posted
And it
a
just
couple
blew
of them.
up, bro.
They actually
Yeah.
posted a
Fuck
couple
are
of them.
we
It was like
doing
3 different
wrong, man?
freestyles, and one of them blew up. But yeah, dude, like they're like rich kids that like they could have paid to promote their account before
That
this one
shit
video
pisses
and
me
shit.
off,
You know what I mean?
man,
Like we
like-
don't know.
I can't stand
Talent
these.
comes in all forms, my guys. Right?
Yeah, and
I just-
apparently
The
just
thing that
talking
pisses
shit.
me off about them is that like they're on concert now. I saw them on a video.
on
someone's
tour?
video on like a. I
Bro,
saw them
they're
on
making-
video on
they're making
someone's
money,
concert,
man,
like
like-
on stage and stuff. Yeah, because they went viral and now they have millions of followers or a million
That's it.
followers.
People
or
just
whatever it is.
amped it up. That's it.
Dude,
Whether it's
like-
good or
like-
not, bro,
like
it's
Silva
catchy to
told
some
us.
people, and people just enjoy it.
Yep.
It's comedy, whatever it is to anybody, and
Mhm.
it's a thing now.
And like Justin Silva
They
told us, dude,
popped off.
TikTok's analytics, like once you hit like that million followers and that, like there's
That's it,
other
bro, you take
networking that
off.
starts coming
Oh.
to you. So now they're gonna start getting other opportunities, even if they don't get a rap deal. They're gonna be famous. They're gonna get some
Bro,
opportunities
and
to
like
be out
this
there.
ridiculous rap shit is like a thing right now. That it fits in perfect to the pop culture we
Did you
have
hear
going
the
on
actual
right now.
rap
bro.
too? It didn't even make any fucking
No.
sense.
I didn't. Can you pull
It-
that up? Because I don't know what it is.
No.
I know. I'm
I
not
ain't
playing
playing
it.
it.
I'm not playing it. I'm
How
not.
long
Frank
is
could
it?
send Frank
It's
could
like
send it
30
to you.
seconds. I'll send it to you, but it's like
I mean,
30
bro,
seconds.
it's
but, like,
everywhere.
dude,
What do you mean? Just type
they're
it in.
literally
and-
just like,
Play
I'm
the-
an island boy. and the good gun. I'm like, what the fuck is he saying? Like,
Play the fucking track. Play that
No.
fucking track.
no,
Why?
I refuse.
What if
Because
I
it's
do it?
that bad.
I don't
It's
care.
that-
You can listen to it.
Go ahead, do whatever you want, but it's that fucking bad.
Bro,
Checking it out because this is ridiculous.
it's just silly shit, you know.
It's a
Even
minute
his
and 3
tattoos,
seconds.
like, bro, even 6ix9ine had better tattoos.
A
than
lot
them.
of people have tattoos like that. It's not the
What I was
tattoos.
saying, even 6ix9ine made sense because it was like about his rap name and everything. The guy's got like a little eagle in between his eyebrows that makes it look like one unibrow. Like it just it don't make sense to me.
All right, this is it.
That look.
I've been trying to make it. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just keep white boy. Never gonna keep that gun. I'll be just staring at the sun. I'm just out fool gazing. I'm like, cool where I'm staying. They're like, you wanna be famous? I'm trying to be out the greatest. I'm a Florida boy. I got a real damn topic. I'm like, down on the topic. I'm an island boy. I put my best on, yeah, like a wild woman. Trying to make it to the top. I'm an island boy. I've been trying to make it. I ain't sitting with a gang slang.
I'm fucking done with this.
Thank
That's
you,
it.
thank
Okay.
you.
I just needed people to
Wagwan,
understand
I
why
lick it boom boom
ridiculous it is.
down.
So now this is what these kids look like. They have fucking tattoos all over their chest and arms. They look like they're 17. They got punched in the face because they just look swollen as fuck.
Yo, well, so
And
this
their
is the
hair
greatest
just
part.
does. He's right. He looks like a bunch of big fucking dildos coming out of their hair.
I've actually seen a couple different TikToks of different people pulling up on them where they were in public and like rushing them to show them that they're not gangster and see how soft they are and apologize and stuff like that. Now that shit was funny. Not gonna lie. That shit.
I'd like
I
to
can
see
see
that.
that.
I'll fucking, bro, let's go to their house, beat them up, and live in their shit. That's it. I don't give a fuck. I can
Let
take
them
Frank's
know.
punch. I can take these two little pussies. That's not a big deal.
You know what's fun? You know what their names are? Their rap names? I just looked it
Oh,
up.
God.
Kodiak Red and Fly Soldier.
I bet they're not spelt the way they're pronounced, though. I'm pretty sure it's like
No.
FLYE.
The weirdest thing to me
Soldier.
is you see the picture of the one kid how he has the white. You know what that is? The white around his fucking outline of his head. That's what barbers use down there to fucking make sure that they do the lineup straight. They put that on real quick and then they line it up and then they like wipe it off or whatever. This kid wears it every day like it's fucking is supposed to.
I don't know,
They
man.
do.
This is
They're
some
starting a
bullshit.
trend, man, and it's working.
No.
Joe, if you were to start a trend, what would you do? Would you have fucking dicks coming out of your hair, or what? Would you do something different?
And to
They
put
gotta be one of the kids that
$117
ate
million
Tide Pods.
in my pocket, maybe.
Yeah, to put 117.
They got to be one of the kids that ate Tide Pods during that like whole
Oh,
thing.
they definitely. ate
And that's
Tide
why they
Pods.
are the way they are now. You know what I mean? That makes sense to me.
But, like, how do you, like, as a parent, I would be so disappointed. I would be so disappointed. I would cut them the fuck off. I don't know.
Imagine their parents like have to be like Crystalia again. He said that he was like, now the mom's gonna go out in public. And, oh, I saw the Island Boy video. Fuck. Like it's true.
Damn. It's like, are you proud of your son because he fucking blew up, or are you embarrassed because look at him? I mean, I don't know. It's just some shit.
I would be embarrassed.
Speaking of tour, though, that's ridiculous that they actually fucking signed somewhere to get something. You mentioned earlier this Travis Scott concert.
Yeah, that
And-
shit was crazy.
I only read a little bit about it, but Joe, I'm gonna get you a little upset on this because
They're saying that he did instigate it though, and in
So
the
what
video
happened?
that they
What
showed, like
happened?
after the people were passing out and there was medical attention, this and that, he kept performing. Like he stopped the
Well,
concert.
he-
and
But
addressed
how
it,
is he
whatever.
supposed to know what's going on in a concert full of fucking thousands?
He was the
and
one that
thousands
said,
of
"Get
people.
paramedics down here!" Like somebody passed out.
All
Somebody
right,
passed
but it
out.
happens hundreds of times at his concerts.
All the
People
time.
pass out
Okay,
at concerts. It
I
happens
get that, but
Wait,
if
EDM
you don't-
concerts. It happens at Elvis and Beatle concerts. People pass out,
I get
and
that.
they have to
but
keep performing.
Again, no, but I was gonna say, even if there are certain times, even now, where certain people in their concerts, what's his name did it just recently? Not J. Cole, the other rapper. Fuck, I can't think of his name. Fuck.
Miguel,
What is what? What did
Ja
he do?
Rule.
Same thing. He just Somebody passed out at his concert. He stopped the concert, waited until they fucking got the person out of there and everything was like with paramedics, whatever, and then he continued the concert.
Ja
Like,
Rule's
dude.
concert is about 5,000 people compared to fucking Travis Scott's, who's about fucking 60,000 people.
It wasn't.
And
Ja
bro,
Rule,
yes,
but-
these DJs amp and these musicians amp up the concert. Bro, EDM concerts and rock concerts, they do the wall of fucking death. They
Yeah, I
split
know.
the club and the venue and they smash into the middle. There's never any issues. People walk out with broken bones, black eyes, bloody noses, bleeding ears, dicks missing, all that shit. And you know what I mean? They still fucking continue the show. These people panicked, and there's such a large amount of people. That's called crowd control. If you lose control of the crowd, people panic. It causes a stampede and a rush, and people fucking die.
Is that what happened? There was a stampede. In this thing?
Yes,
Was this
people
like Mufasa?
panicked, and the whole entire place went nuts. And people were trying to rush out in all different directions, and everybody just fucking stampede each other. Literally, that's what happened. Yeah, he
literally
emptied
has
up.
the countouts to start his performance.
In
And
the
then, like,
beginning,
a
I
bunch of
don't
people
believe
rushed up
he
to the crowd.
realized how bad it was. Because don't think of the millions of concerts this guy's performed and the shit he's seen. It might have just looked like something crazy was happening. You know, this shit, it looks like that all the time. And his shows are known for that shit. It's not like this has never happened before.
I'll
Bro,
tell you
he's
what,
dealt
this
with,
time-
look up Travis Scott shows. The
Oh, yeah,
most
you're right.
insane shit happens
No,
at his
you're right.
shows.
But I'll tell you what, this time he's definitely gonna have to pay some shit because
Listen,
But
you know,
he
A,
didn't
he's
do
already paying for the
anything.
funerals. He's already
I
paying for the
do-
funerals,
right.
but
It's not
he's
like
got
he's
8
not
lawsuits on his
remorseful.
hand right now, plus a couple other ones besides the death ones that like
Right.
there's a lot of
He's-
people that are coming
He's
after
in
him
bed.
right now.
He's in hot water, but like,
Hell yeah.
bro.
I'll
I
tell you
don't
what,
think
this one was bad.
personally,
This
and
is
I'm
at the
not
Astro
really a
World
fan
Festival?
of him.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think
50,000 people were there, and what? 9 people
50,
were.
right. I said
9,000
60.
9 people died.
8 people died.
9, 8.
Okay,
people
so they're
died.
calling this mass casualty incident. This is an MCI.
Yeah.
But what
mean-
Joe was saying earlier is that like people just
No, I
do.
get
They
it.
pass out all the time at concerts. It's not
get
his
it.
fault.
Yeah,
He
not
can't
being
stop it.
hydrated, stuff like that. I hear
Right.
you.
Maybe he
Anything.
should have stopped the whole concert, but bro, 50,000 people all fucking amped. You're coming out. You just popped out. Everybody waited all night to see you. You're
Yeah.
the fucking star, bro. You know
No,
what I
I
mean?
hear ya.
50,000 people.
I agree. I don't get me wrong. I hear you. I'm not saying it's not a good point. To me, I'm just like, if you noticed it and you pointed it out in your show and you did stop to stop, don't
here's the
start
thing.
again and then keep going. If you were like,
Right. You're
continue
right.
on and whatever,
But
then
again,
okay.
he has in the past stopped his shows because of people fucking having issues in his.
How is one supposed to know that people in the back of the fucking audience, in the back of the crowd, are passing out and getting
But
stampeded?
they weren't in the
How
back
is
of
he
the
supposed to
audience.
know?
That's what I'm saying.
It
If you
doesn't
watch
That's
matter,
what you said.
Frank. 50,000
watch the
people
video, it
all
wasn't in the back.
together started stampeding each other. It's not like it
Yeah,
happened
that's
in just
the
one
yes.
little area.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I agree with you to a certain extent because I do get you are making good points. I'm not saying that, but I do get why certain
always
people are
make good
upset and
points.
like why he. I do get why people are upset though, and why he has all the lawsuits on him too right now because this, as opposed to the other incidents that have happened at his concerts, is a lot on a bigger scale of escalation.
You know what I mean? I mean, you got to put yourself in his shoes real quick. And you got to look at what he did afterwards. He's very remorseful. I truly believe it. He makes it, you know, there's nothing fake about it. There's nothing
Oh,
like,
he came out and no problem said he was gonna pay for the funerals or whatever.
you know, they're
the
also
8
saying
people.
that the police chief went into his trailer beforehand and warned him that the crowd's very rowdy. And he still went out there and routed up the crowd, which again is like you say to yourself, what the fuck was he doing? There was all these signs saying not to do this, and he did it anyway.
No.
Name one other fucking performer, especially a rapper nowadays, that do these big shows that listen to anything the police tell them to do, especially when it comes to crowd control. Nobody gives a shit.
Wait,
You
can we
wanna
go
hear
real
some-
quick? I didn't put anything.
Don't leave this topic yet, but go ahead.
No, I'm not. I'm taking it to like a different part of this topic, but like the Adam Levine, I didn't put that on here, or whatever, because it wasn't really like much to talk about. But like people are getting mad at him too because the girl hopped up on stage at his concert to try and give him a hug, and then he like kind of gave her like a look that people didn't like, that like he was like disgusted. But like people are saying like, oh, he looked at her like she was so disgusting, or like she was ugly, or like this and that, or like Or he could have just been looking at her like, you're in my personal space and I don't know who
Right,
you are.
dude.
and
He's
I'm
a
trying to
fucking
perform.
famous
Like,
person. He's a performer. Like,
yeah, like he's
this
trying
is
to
his
perform.
job.
You paid to come see him perform. He didn't expect a hug out of nowhere in the middle of
Bro,
holding a
it's
note.
like you're working at McDonald's at the register and the guy comes around to the other side of tries to hug you. What the fuck are you gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? You're gonna back up and be like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
And
Can I
people are
get-
saying, don't get me
Can
wrong,
I
that
get
like,
into it?
yeah, no, and people are saying, don't get me wrong,
No,
that like
Danny,
because
shut
he's
up.
a celebrity, that he signed up for this and he should be expecting this, like that, blah, blah. Not during a show. Not during a show where like you already when she's somewhere where she's not supposed to be on stage, she's already wrong. So to even talk about how he reacted is just ridiculous to me because she was already in the wrong. But yeah, get into it. True.
Okay, so Joe's gonna love this conspiracy theory I'm about to pull on your shit.
Fucking God,
You ready?
man.
Hear me out.
Can't
Hear me
help
out.
it.
1 second. Ready?
The famous
This
hear me out.
Has been known. This was Travis Scott performing a blood sacrifice to the Illuminati by having these people killed in his fucking thing, right? Check this out.
We talked
Listen,
about
listen,
Travis
listen.
Scott for too long.
No, no,
Danny
no, no.
fucking got a hold
Listen.
of some
No,
bogus.
because he's already going to talk
information.
about it with Alec Baldwin too.
I already know about all this. I don't want to talk about it.
Stop. Let me talk
Stupid.
about it.
It's all silly. Bro.
literally-
No,
No,
because
it's
that's not what
not,
our
though.
episode's about.
It's
Bro,
not.
let me just
because-
talk. Let me just explain.
It's not because it is
he
coincidental
literally-
that it does happen a lot of times. Like a lot of people use that example for not just what Danny's using it for right now. I'm gonna let you keep going, D. I'm sorry, but it is true. Like not just what he's saying about Travis Scott, but there's a lot of people that have done that. That people have then said, "Oh, that's their blood sacrifice." So for it to happen so many times, like you always say, like, "Oh, so wouldn't so many people like see it or point out?" Like there's so many
This is
times that
happening.
people pointed out that it could be the case. But proceed, D. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So he's like literally showing himself as a demon on his new album cover. And the whole Astroworld setup was like a sacrificial ritual type of shit. Okay. And the whole slogan was "See you on the other side." That was the tagline. Okay. People walking into his mouth through a doorway and then out another promotional poster on the other side. Sounds
See
kinda
on the other
crazy.
side of the other side.
Right,
in the
right.
Azure.
Right. Okay. That's fine.
Or because
This is
Illuminati
just-
puts everything in your face to make you laugh or not
That's
see
it.
it or push it off, and because
I'm
that's
not
how they
saying
are.
that I'm not saying that it was like due to the deaths or anything, but if it's a conspiracy theory. So here's the temple grounds for Astroworld, right? The place where they're telling you flat out you're about to enter a new realm, a new dimension, and then here's this rapper, gods that you're going to make a sacrifice to. Okay. Now, no, he didn't necessarily initiate these deaths, but that shit was
But
a
he put the-
concert in hell. It was an Illuminati blood
No, and not even that.
sacrifice type
He
shit
amped
that
up the
Travis
crowd.
Scott. Hold on, wait. That so many people died and got in trouble and got hurt for this motherfucker because
You can't see
of
the
what's
Z's
going
on your
on.
screen, bro.
Listen, he sold the soul to the devil, right? He took 8 innocent lives of people to pledge his allegiance to
But
the
he
occult,
didn't take their lives. He
No, 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 no,
instigated
no,
the
no,
taking
correct.
of their lives by
Right.
putting the
But-
timer on the screen
but
and
he
doing everything he
pledged
did.
that allegiance to the occult, and he didn't do it. He's like you said, he was still singing as they were carrying out the dead bodies.
Mhm.
So then what? I don't know. I'm just
Okay.
saying this is just me out there.
Wait, so to
throwing it
turn this
out.
into
I
like
hear you.
Alec
I hear
Baldwin
you. I
now,
hear
though.
you. I
That's
hear you.
it.
Oh,
Turn this into the Alec Baldwin now, though, because no, I'm sorry. That I agree with this part of it because he said this
That was
earlier, and I
his
like, oh, shit.
sacrifice into Illuminati to shoot.
No,
this
not his
guy.
sacrifice. That
No,
was
no,
his
no.
cover up to not get them found out. You know what she was working on?
Well, hold on. So Alec Baldwin accidentally shot a camera woman while
Yeah,
he was
cinematographer. Yep,
right, a cinematographer while they were
shooting a scene. It
rehearsing
was
a
a
scene on
revolver
a
that
new
he was
movie.
pointing towards the
Right.
camera lens, and it was supposed to have not live rounds in it, and it had live rounds. So when he pulled
somehow
the
it
trigger,
had
he
live
shot
rounds
it.
in it. The
I
same thing
know.
happened to Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, which we
Mhm.
mentioned in a previous episode.
Mhm.
So
And
go ahead.
she was working on the side on a documentary for child trafficking.
And pornography, pedophilia.
So just so funny that she's going to
It's-
expose some people before she happened to get shot with some live rounds. Like, and I'm not saying that Alec Baldwin was the person that put the live rounds in there. But now he's supposed to get handed a gun on set that's supposed to have not live rounds. And the person that he's pointing it at that's behind the camera happens to be working on this thing to expose a bunch of people. You don't think that there was someone that was paid to put a fucking bullet in that gun to get her fucking killed?
that cannot just be coincidental.
I'm
That
just
just can't
saying
be.
that's a little creepy. It's scary, bro. It's
The cinematographer who died was working on a project to expose child trafficking and pornography, pedophilia. And she just
There's a
happened to be the one
shot.
on scene who gets shot. Come
So
on, man.
shot.
Come on, man. So shot. Yeah, she was shot. And now she can't fucking make up this shit anymore. They can't. So you know what's
I
We
wonder
gotta
if the
stop
documentary is
taking
like a
what I
release.
say and turning it into that shit.
Listen,
What do you mean?
all
Stop
I'm
doing
saying,
that to
and
me.
I'm going to do more research on this because Frank and I do have a topic to talk about child trafficking, but Avicii was making a documentary with other people about child trafficking and he died. I'm not going to say how he died because it's not, they say it was medication, but who the fuck knows? So that's it. That's it. It just gets too crazy sometimes. It's too coincidental for it to just be like, oh, yeah, no, that's another coincidence and another coincidence and another one. You know, this
And
isn't
you
DJ
guys
Khaled.
want to do a fucking episode on this shit? What if we get killed, bro? I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm not doing
Honestly, if anything, that'll just
Not doing
validate
it.
it more.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
facts.
it.
Honestly, if we're like
Absolutely.
nobodies that get
I'm not
killed for
doing it.
talking about it, then hopefully somebody wakes up more fucking people.
I hope they watch our episodes and they see that. Well, the kid Joe said in episode, did you know that he wasn't gonna do it?
He was the one that
Hopefully.
wanted to be saved.
Hopefully,
Oh, free Joe.
we'll get free Joe, free Britney, free Joe, free Britney, free Britney. All right, tell me
Yo,
about
I
that.
don't even know what
She is free. She's free,
I
and that's
don't,
it.
what
There's
was
no-
it? What it was from her dad, right? It was something like from her dad.
Her father had the rights to her music, and
It
what
was
she
kinda
was doing
fucked up.
because
Oh,
years ago she was deemed unfit to be
Yes,
a
that I
mother
knew,
to her
yes.
child,
when
and
she like shaved her head and like went
right,
crazy.
right. So since then, she never had the rights to her music, and I'm not a specialist on this shit. I'm just throwing it out there right now, but I'm pretty sure
We know.
she didn't have any type of control over her music. If she wanted to go anywhere, she had to be with certain people, or she had to be
So like
quote unquote
performing
allowed
any of the
to.
rights for her music to be used in
She
any
wasn't
movies,
in
stuff like
control
that.
of her
She
own
wasn't.
money.
Yes,
Correct. It was as if her dad still
Bro, like
had
she had no
to give her
contact
allowance.
with her sponsorships, nothing. The
Right.
record label.
So now
it was her
she
dad, not
finally
her.
got out of all that to be on her own. And then what she chose to start
Well,
doing
there was a
immediately
movement.
after that was posting herself nude on Instagram for weeks. That was oh, I'm finally free. I can do
Thank
what I
you,
want.
Brittany.
And that's what she chose to do. That's just funny. Cause like I
don't
saw
know.
a lot. Dude, anytime I open up Instagram, Brittany post comes up and you just see her there like holding her boobs or like
I wish she
stars
did
on
that
her
10
nipples
years
or
ago
whatever.
when she shaved her head instead of now when she's
It's
fucking
funny 'cause
older. She's posting.
You'd have like 10, 11 posts of that, and then like the one of her with like her kid out to dinner, and like I'm just like, what is she doing? Like I don't.
I mean, I don't.
To me, she doesn't seem fit to be free.
Should we let her dad keep running her shit?
Like,
I don't know.
listen.
It's starting to look a little better this way.
It's
She
just
doesn't look
fucked
like she
up
needed
that
to be
she's
free
not
to me.
allowed to use the money that she earned.
No, I
you know?
agree. And
The
honestly,
people
that could have
started a
been why
movement.
she got so messed up. Like even now, why she's being the way she is not like her being under all that stress for so long could have been why she was so like gotten the way she is now. You know what I mean? That has a lot of mental effect on people.
Right. This is some crazy shit. So people started a movement, and everybody on social media was trying to bring awareness to this shit. And I guess now it's fucking happening. She was like not able to do her own shit. I guess. I don't know. I don't really know the whole thing, to be honest with you, but I do feel bad for this girl. I think she was brainwashed as a child.
Well, even if like good for her, if she got everything and like she's all whatever, good for her. Like I said, just for her own mental happiness. And
Here's
like,
a good
whatever.
question. Do you think this would have happened if the people didn't create this movement and make so much attention to her and like why they were so concerned for her well-being?
What are we talking about?
Britney Spears.
Like, do you
Oh,
think she
right.
would have gotten out of the contract from her dad, or
Right.
whatever,
Do
if
you
all these
think
people weren't
that-
supporting her?
No, if like this fucking thing didn't happen, I think it happened. What was it? What started this? Do we know what started it? Something
What started
started
what?
it.
Her fans.
The
It was
free
like-
Britney shit, but like something started it. I forget what it was. Was it a documentary? Something came
No,
out.
no,
something
there
No,
wasn't
happened.
it was a
documentary
social
on it.
movement to grant Britney Spears. I don't know how to say this word.
Right. Was it that simple? Somebody just said, "Oh, let me fucking make this thing on TikTok," and it became like a fucking
Conservatorship, Frank, is the word.
conservatorship.
But no, I was talking about autonomy from her ongoing whatever.
Autonomy.
Yeah, there you go. From
But if
her
it wasn't a
ongoing
social movement,
conservatorship.
it would have never happened.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Right. I would agree for the most part because she's been trying for years. And now that it came out to the public, I think her mother and was it her sister or another close friend of hers started to expose what was going on. And she wasn't in control of her own music. She was not allowed out of her house. She had to see her children with supervised visits. And I think it's just fucked up that this happened to her specifically because, hit me, baby, one more time. But at the same time, it could happen to anybody. And because she was a celebrity, people started a movement and helped her get her shit together.
I gotta ask this too before we move on from this one too. So like, how like there's always been like the feuds of music, like you have like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, like Prince, Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera.
Right.
Like you say, "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time." Like I was like Christina Aguilera, "Dirty." I was more into. I just love that.
See, but no, "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time," and then "Genie in a Bottle." Those are the two. Those are the
Genie
two.
in a Bottle wasn't it for me though. Like "Dirty," her in the cowboy ring.
No.
Like, I mean, in the boxing ring and the cowboy.
I feel you. Was what? Because those were their two first songs. Was "Genie in a Bottle" and "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time."
Even Genie in the Bottle was still better. Her on the beach.
So what are you saying? You just liked Christina Aguilera?
Oh yeah, I was just throwing.
So there we go. Okay.
Out there. I was just saying I was like Christina Aguilera better than Britney Spears.
Joe, are you more of a Christina or a Britney?
Christina.
Yeah.
Big time.
I'm gonna agree with you guys.
And it's funny because out of all of them, most of like those people, like back then, I think Britney was bigger. I think when "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" came out and "Genie in a Bottle" came out, I think Britney was bigger. But now, I think Christina Aguilera would be considered bigger, better overall from like the whole career standpoint. But during the hit when it was out, I think she was bigger. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But I think it was the same thing about like all the other ones. Like Michael Jackson was bigger in his time. And then after all the stuff came out about him, he lost a lot of fans. I know you weren't one of them, but he did lose a lot of fans. And like same thing, like the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. You know what I mean? I feel like Backstreet Boys were bigger during the moment. NSYNC lasted a lot longer. Like I just feel like that was just always how it went with all of those feuds too.
I always felt like Celebrity Deathmatch on MTV was the best way to go about everything. That was probably my favorite.
Such a good show. We've referenced that show a couple times.
Didn't they just put those fucking episodes on a streaming service?
Yeah, I think it was Netflix to be honest with you, but then they took it down. Yeah, it was up, but then it like got taken back down.
Okay, because I just ran through everything on Netflix and there's nothing going on.
No, yeah, cancel culture stuff.
You know what I didn't watch on Netflix though? What you do, Joe? Did you watch it or no? Frank, you watched it.
Say what it is first.
The Squid Games thing.
What the hell you're fucking
Squid Games.
Everyone's raving about Squid Games.
God, it's like he thinks we know what the hell he's talking about.
I didn't know where he was going
This
that
is
time.
what fucking
I thought he was
does.
talking about Dave Chappelle, the closer.
No, I saw that one.
Squid Games, I did watch everything. And yeah,
Guess what's not up on my screen right now, Danny?
I have a fucking wild guess.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man.
All right, well, we fucking talk about this before we talk about this, and you just don't listen.
No, but Squid Games, sorry, going into it. The ending was terrible. I did not like the ending of the last episode. I thought it was terrible. It was stupid. Like, sorry to give the spoiler. Get on the fucking plane and go see your daughter. That was fucking stupid to me that he didn't do that.
So I didn't watch Squid Games. I didn't see it. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm assuming based on what people telling me and what I've seen on
I'm gonna say it because I don't even care
is that there's like this thing.
You can't get mad if I spoil this.
I don't fuck this one anyway, but it's basically it's a game show that people jump on, and if you
are
an island, right? It's an island.
They didn't know about it. That's what I'm saying. Let me explain it. So this guy is down on his luck.
I don't know shit.
This guy is down on his luck.
In nothing at the moment.
This guy is down on his luck. He is.
Who's this guy? What's his name? Tell me. I want it.
Bro,
how do you pronounce it?
Just let Frank do his thing.
Yeah, they're all like, I don't know. I don't know the name, but anyway.
Oh my god!
I know what you were gonna say.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna get racist for a second. Don't. But no. So I didn't mean to. But they are. They're very similar to me. So I don't know. But anyway. Okay. Whatever his name was, he's the last competitor that gets signed up. He's number 456. But anyway, they show his story more than anything in the beginning, and he's just how bad he is on his luck and how poor he's living and how much he needs help, and he's trying to work, but he's also a gambler and just whatever. So this guy sees him on the subway and plays him for a game and offers him money if he wins. But if he loses, he says, I get to slap you. And dude, he slaps the shit out of him, like repeatedly. So finally the dude wins.
Frank's telling you the whole first episode.
So I'm just giving you the beginning part more into it. But so he finally wins, and then he sees that like he can win money for this guy. The guy gives him a card and says, call me. So if you want to play and you want to make more money. So the first day when they all go, there's 400 and something people. They play red light, green light. Like 250 people die the first fucking day.
It's all other people who are in debt.
That
to
were
this
just like
country.
him, that were like, they didn't have a lot of family, relatives, this and that to report if they were missing. They were all like poor. They all needed money. So like they all like needed to go to this game. So they were willing to keep their mouths shut to participate, type of thing. Once they saw everyone starting to get murdered, though, from when they were losing, everyone starts freaking out. And when they start disobeying the rules of the game, more of them getting popped off. So the other ones that start realizing and start playing, complete the game, move on, and blah, blah, blah. So now through the whole season, they're all playing the different childhood games, red light, green light, tag, different stupid stuff.
They're playing kick the can, a manhunt, and like what's going on?
Games like that, but they were
Red
more
Rover?
like Chinese-based games because it's a show from China or Japan or something like that. But anyway, so or maybe Korea. But anyway, so the final game, it's these two people left. They're playing for the money. It's like $450 billion or something like that. $45 billion or something like that. It's a lot of money.
Which is actually not a lot of money in yen, because that's the money they're playing.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I know a lot about it, and I'm just letting you go. And
no, it's fine. But so, and then at the end, after he wins, so he don't even win. He says like, let's walk out of here. It's just me and you. One of the rules is that.
So it came down to only two people. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, it was only the two of them. And
wow.
One of the rules of the game is there's only three rules. There's only three rules. You have to participate. Like if you just stop participating, whatever, you lose, you're eliminated. There was something else that like you would be eliminated. And then it was if more than half of the group decided to stop, that they would stop. So after the first game, they decide to stop and everyone goes home. And then they all go back to their shitty lives and they're like, fuck this. And they want to go back and play the game. So then when it goes back, it's down to the two of them. He's like, dude, this isn't worth it. It was like someone that he knew. It was one of his friends from his hometown. Said, it's not worth it. Let's just tell them we both don't want to play anymore.
So it was that guy. That's the guy that made it, huh?
Yes.
Oh,
so, and he's like, let's just
spoiler alert.
And he's like, let's just tell them we'll go home. And the guy says, he's like, no, like basically like you beat me. He's like, go take care of my mom. And he kills himself. So that's the only reason he won. He wanted to end the game and he only won because the guy killed himself. Awesome part. Great. Then one of the girls
guy killed himself after all that.
One of the girls that's in the show, she has a brother that's in an orphanage that she tells him about through the show. He like gets close with her while they're playing before she dies, like it's that. So before she dies, she says to him, please take care of my brother if you make it out of here. So what he does is he gets the brother out of the orphanage, goes to the mom of the friend that dies, and gives her the little boy and half of the money that he won, which was amazing. So then his daughter was in America. He's going to get on a plane to go with his daughter. And he finds the guy that's recruiting for the next Squid Game. And he goes and turns around and calls the card instead and says, I'm going to stop you guys. You guys can't keep doing this to people. I'm going to stop you guys, like blah, blah, blah. And like, whatever. So instead of getting on the plane to go see his daughter and have a happy ending with all the money he just won, he's like, no, you can't do this to people. I'm going to go stop you. Like, what? Go enjoy your 20-something million yen or whatever it is. And
it's the Illuminati, bro. It's the Chinese Illuminati, man.
It was the stupidest ending ever. Any other person would have just got on the plane and said, fucking don't go to the game, and fucking went to go see their daughter and enjoyed the 45 billion or 23 billion, whatever you had left. So that was stupid to me. But yeah, so that's the whole show in a nutshell. And Joe, you could correct me on anything I'm wrong.
No.
So the only thing I really know from the outskirts of it is that the guy who wrote the story he wrote it 9 years ago, and he's been trying to sell it to places to produce it for 9 years, and he went broke. And then Netflix picked it up, and then they started doing his thing, and then now he's fucking mad rich.
Wow.
That's the only thing I really know about that. That's what I heard. He was
mad broke, and maybe he played Squid Game. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
They're like, play this game, and then we'll promote we'll produce your show.
That's it. You got to play, motherfucker.
That's funny.
But that's this.
So yeah, that's
fucking shit.
That's what's going on right now. If you haven't heard,
what's going on in the world today?
Did you hear?
Did you hear about any of that?
We'd love to hear about it. We'd love to. We would.
Honestly, I know we always say this at the end, and I always want to say it in the beginning, and I just always forget, but we would love to hear from you guys. Honestly, feedback for us is great. Hit us up on Instagram. You guys could DM us. You guys could anything. Message, comment, please. Subscribe to us on our YouTube page. Email us. Hit us up through the website, specialistnothing.com. Facebook. We reply to all that stuff. We check all our accounts and stuff. I want to give a quick shout out to Marisol in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. She's one of my friends from my uncles that we've talked about, those guys pizzeria. She's doing this new foundation. It's called the Grain of Hope Inc. It's a nonprofit organization that's helping these newly released inmates that are coming back into the world, and she's helping them with like housing, getting jobs, all kinds of different stuff. And it's a great organization. Cool. She's doing a lot of stuff. She's been working with them at the pizza shop now to try and get some promotion and stuff. So I just wanted to give her a quick shout out today because I really like the message that she's doing and everything. Like she started the whole nonprofit for her brother. He was someone that was wrongly convicted of something, that was actually wrongly convicted of something. And so she really did it to help him. And then now she's been helping a lot of people. So shout
what's
out to
the
her.
info? What's the link on that?
It's called A Grain of Hope Inc.
A Grain of Hope Inc.
Yes.
Okay. INC, like incorporated.
Yes. And it is A Grain of Hope Inc. because there is another like foundation out there that's called A Grain of Hope.
Awesome. Good stuff. Shout out to them. There we go.
How about you guys? Anybody?
Yeah, I just want to say, you know, obviously I'm appreciative of everyone listening to me talk because sometimes I can't shut up. But my friend Jesse and Will out in North Carolina, I got friends all over. I'm not going to go through all of them, but my ESCA crew, a big shout out to them because they're always listening and they're always talking about it and they're always giving me good feedback. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate that shit. Absolutely. If you listen to it on the regular, that's what's up. Anita and Nick, thank you. I know you've been listening since fucking day one. That's what's up.
No, honestly, a shout out to the people because it's definitely more than just people we know now at this point.
Of course.
Like, shout out to the people that we know that are close to us. Like, even if it is someone that we didn't remember their name, like Laura, Omar, Ryan. Like, there's a lot of people that listen to us on a weekly basis that I could name even that I love when those people text me. Like, you know, they listen to the episode because they didn't text me like, oh, just listen to this, blah, blah, blah. They're texting me, replying to something that like I said wrong or like rebuttaling against it or like what. And I love that stuff. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Please go comment whatever you think, whatever you hear on our show and you want to give us your opinion. Please let us know.
Want to hear us talk about something? I mean, we got a website. There's an About Us section. Check it out.
Make sure you go check out Danny's link in his bio.
Fucking yeah. All right. We set?
Do it.
Everybody, thank you so much for the likes, listens, shares, and follows. We appreciate all your support. Have a good night.